here we go. KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite, D Major, Cheryl Meadow, and here for the final open mic session of 2024. We are very happy and honored to have guest Big XODIA in the house, driving all the way in from
Dude, we're so jazzed.
H-Town.
How are you this evening?
I'm pretty good. I'm the best that I can be.
Oh,
Always.
that's what's up.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Tagline. That's what's up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for reaching out to us and sending us music and agreeing to drive through, like I said, foggy weather. And of course, construction on I-10
Oh,
as
yeah.
always to get here. Hopefully, y'all didn't get too stuck in some of the stuff coming here.
No, we're okay. Thank you all for having us.
You're welcome.
You know,
You're welcome. Let's start off with everything. How did you get into music? What was your first entry into music, even as a young child?
And as a young child, okay. Nothing really happened until I was in middle school, sort of. I used to get bullied like a lot, and that was, of course, not what everyone wanted, you know. So whenever I looked at it, I looked for ways to escape it. You know, I started longboarding, skateboarding, you know, playing different games like Yu-Gi-Oh, my main inspiration. Nothing really felt right. And one time I had an idea that was thrown to me. They're like, hey, at the time, Look at Me Now came out with Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, and you know, Lil Wayne. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah, I bet you they'll leave you alone. You know, if you learn the Busta Rhymes part, that would be pretty cool. So I did. I learned. Wow. I think I still have it seared in my memory somewhere. Let's go, because I feel like I run into the gotta get away. You know, stuff like that. And I learned it, and I used to do it. Well, you know, bullies don't care, you know, they don't care about that. But I learned how to do it, and then I went down that rabbit hole. I wouldn't call it rabbit hole, but I went down that way to find out what is that style called. You know, what is that? Yeah. And I looked at Twista. I love Twista, especially back in the day with Mr. Tongue Twister.
Oh, the original.
The original. Let the give it a tongue. Get you. It's the Mr. Tongue Twister. Pop on the style. You know that tongue twister.
What, 91, 92?
I
probably mean before that.
Yeah, I think a little bit before that. It was Mr. Tongue Twister was his name, and it was DJ Chilifoot, I think, something like that. But I started studying that, and I was like, that's really cool, but there's something missing. And then I kept looking, and then I looked at this thing called being a chopper. You know, whenever you chop the lyrics and everything like that as fast as that, I was like, let me see who else is a chopper. So I looked down it, and then it was Twisted Insane, and then my favorite, Tech Nine.
Yes.
When I heard Tech Nine, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do something with this. Just the way. Just the way he was spitting, the way the music presented itself with his lyrics, it was just insane. You know, sometimes he does rock rap, sometimes he does like Welcome to the Midwest, where it's like a jazzy sort of type of vibe, and it was still rapping to it, and he can pretty much do that to a lot of beats. That's what got me into. I was like, okay, I need to do something like that. I need to blow people's minds, because like the people that I was growing up with, they never really believed that I can do anything. You know, I was I always felt like I was like a failure, you know, in most places, but I learned how to do it. It took me day and night. Mom was like, shut up. Be quiet while you're up in the middle of the night doing that, you know? And then I learned, and I practiced. I used to put worldwide choppers on like times 3 speed, you know, just to practice. Times 3 speed.
Wow.
Follow the yellow brand, the planet, the Vatican, psychology, taking the minutes, but the damage, no apology, picking the planet, the medicals, gotta be funded, the damage, because I'm not any, you know. I used to practice that, like, you know, and then eventually I was like, okay, so I can do it. You know, I believed in myself that I could do it. And then life at home wasn't that great. So I eventually went to meet my father.
Okay.
You know, so when I met him, shout out to my homie Ghoulish. We started dabbling in rap finally. You know, started writing the raps and everything like that, and recording at my dad's my dad's old house. It was something crazy because I didn't know what compression was. I didn't know whatever. I just recorded on a phone recorder,
Oh,
you
wow.
know, and put the lyrics on there, and boom, I started growing. I started learning. I went through my failures. I went through hardships. I went through having like $0 in my account, man, and I'm here where I'm at now. You know, just spitting and never stopping. So,
Man. So, through all the trial and error, now, how did you learn everything? Do you record yourself at times, or have you found a particular producer, or?
shout out to my homie Hippie Low. Hippie Low, man. If you listen to this, man, shout out to you, bro. When I first met him, he showed me that you can do anything you put your mind to. He is an engineer.
Okay.
You know, and he also wrote most of his music too. And he came in with a different style. And I was like, dude, if he's mixing, mastering his own music and also rapping at the same time, anybody can do whatever they want as long as they put their mind to it. And, you know, I got with him and we worked hard on my music, and he was the actual engineer that I felt cared, you know, enough, you know, about me, like about what I had to put into the world. You know what I'm saying? So once I found Hippie Low, it was over. You know, that's the engineer that I wanted the rest of my life. Now, don't get me wrong, there is amazing engineers in H-Town. I love to work with them. Shout out to the homie Slow Life. Shout out, of course, to the homie Groovy Studios. It's 6 Groovy, but Groovy Studios, I believe that's how you pronounce that. But shout out to them. But Hippie Low, #1 always.
That sounds like a theme for the night. Teamwork.
Yes, very much so. You notice
Teamwork.
that.
Synergy. You know, just coming together, people understanding each other's vision and making sure that they are on the same page to make things work. Sounds like the same with you and him.
Yes. Shout out to my homie Mike as well. He saw. I was wearing a Strange Music pendant.
Okay.
He was wearing a Rich Strange Music shirt. We
Oh.
passed each other in Walmart, and we just turned around like, wait a minute.
Wow.
You know.
That's what's up.
And he started. He just had a camera on his phone. He's like, hey man, I'll be down to catch some photos with you. Best friend. Up until, you know, whenever, you know, he's one of my best friends. He guides me on a lot of my my life and a lot of that stuff like that, because he's been through a lot of stuff and he cares about me. So when you say teamwork, is that a lot of people don't realize that you need to surround yourself with people who are like-minded like you, that needs to grow. You know, you surround yourself with these type of people, and they'll grow with you, and then you have yourself something amazing. Right now, you know, hey, I need a video shot. You know, let's go, Mike. You know, or hey, man, I need this engineered, or I need to do a voiceover project. Hey, Hippie, let's go ahead and do this. You know, and you know, we just grow and we meet people. Shout out to the homie Clutch City Clothing. You know, we're wearing this. Shout out to my homie Limitless. Limitless is a homie that hooks me up with my merch and everything like that. Shout out H-Town Drip. He's making chains, you know, for me, you know. So it's just when you meet people that are growing with you and they add it to your team, it creates, as you said, synergy, and we're able to grow and become stronger and grow and become stronger, you know, to the point where we're at the top.
Yeah, like that. That's pretty much the theme of the night. I swear. A great theme that actually leads into the new year too. Hey y'all, stay tuned. We've got more with Big XODIA coming up. In this block of music, we're gonna keep it H-Town.
Let's go.
The latest from Paul Wall and Zero, plus our friend John Black and Sean Dees. But right now, Big XODIA with Moving. Keep it locked, y'all. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.